It says, you are live right across my nose. My nose is live. Now let's see if anything else is live. There's a delay, Carl. Just give it a minute. Looks like we have a couple people standing by. You hear me, you see me. That's old. That's not the right shirt. What did you do? I feel like I'm live, but I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Carol's watching me over there and I have a blue shirt on. So kill that. Yeah. Is that? Yeah. I think it's just loading up. The delay just makes us crazy. We can't figure out what we're doing. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Hello, my many friends. Claudia. Hello. And it looks like Mama's here. Hello, Mama Young. Carol is here in the room. And we are just getting ourselves started. We are going to just move quickly today. We're going to move as quick as we can. We've got about 30 items. That's been taking us about an hour and a half. The last couple of sales, we've done about the same number of items, and it's been about an hour and a half sale. And we are going to try to squeeze it down to 1 hour because other people have sales scheduled on the hour. We're going to try to respect other people by containing ourselves in our hour. And some people have sales that just drag on and on and on and on and on. And we're going to try not to be those people. Hello. Carol says hello. I can't see. Where do I see here, Carol? How many people are on? Oh, 3. 3 eyes. So that would be us and Claudia. Oh, good. You didn't know you needed a tiny skunk in your life, but now you have one. And now just, maybe tonight you can get tonight's little stinker too. This is tonight's freebie skunk, and he's so cute. So we'll do the drawing at the end of the sale again and see who takes him home. And he's got some schmudge on him, but I'm kind of scrubbing that off. So there we go. Now he's perfect and beautiful. She's so pretty. Look at her. Oh, look. Oh, cute. Little skunk. Little skunk. So we are not really doing a Christmas live sale. Everybody's been doing Christmas in July, and I kind of wanted to hop on board that train, but kind of didn't. So we're doing a red and green sale. So it's a little bit of Christmassy, but there's no Christmas items. So it's Christmassy in terms of color, but no actual Christmas items in the sale tonight. So that's the plan. Stan. I hate that, Claudia. The tape we got the stupidest tape and it just will never lay flat. It makes me crazy. Makes me feel like totally unprofessional. We send out these boxes and the tape is all as crazy as we are. Maybe we should just do a little quick unboxing while we are waiting for some people to jump into the sale tonight. Got this box here from, let's see, I'll be careful not to show addresses and stuff. Anyway, from Vintagerous. If you don't go to her sales, Joni, on Tuesday, she's on after this, so she'll be on tonight. You should go to her sales for sure. I go to her sales and I just love her. I think she's a doll. She's located in Canada, in BC. Hi, Chad. Welcome. So anyway, I bought this from Vintagerous, from Joni a while back, and I've just been holding on to it here to open up. And look at this. It's so cute inside. She puts colorful tissue and stickers. But look what I got. Some little cards. I've forgotten even what I ordered from her. Happy birthday card. Look at how cute that is. Do I wish a real happy birthday to you? Why, it's plain as the nose on my face that I do. That's so cute. And then some postcards, which I love to buy postcards that have writing on the wall. These were posted in Montreal. And I can't see what year they were posted, but anyway, this will be fun to go through and read these. So those are fun. Got those from Dear Joni. And some paper rustling happened. And then we pulled the other two items out of the box. Okay, so this is a little book. Oh, the Olympians. This will be fun. Maybe we'll have an Olympic sale. The Olympic records as of the year 76. So I wonder how many of these records still are held. It's really interesting. That'll be fun to look through. And then there's this wrapped in beautiful tissue, and it is, oh, it's this great little box. I forgot about this. Hi, Christina. I love this little wooden box, and then it's got some woven stuff, and then it opens up. It's got the little two birds on top. Anyway, this is just we're opening a box, Christina, while we're kind of waiting for people to line up. This is stuff that I ordered from Joni at Vintagerous Vintage, and it's super cute. She has the most unique, kind of interesting, cool things. Carol, can you hand me that wooden bird up there? I'll show that off too. I bought this from her a while back, so it seems to be a little bit of a wooden bird theme. But anyway, I love that. Hi, let's see, Grace is Dana, right? Pretty sure it's Dana. Hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Anyway, so that's another cool thing I got from Joni. She does a good sale. So we want to get our sale underway and on the road so that we leave time for her to have her sale after. So looks like there's about 10 people and we're going to just jump in. So I mentioned this earlier, mention it one more time really quick. The way the sales work here at Dana, awesome. Hi, Dana. The way our sales work here with Skunky Junk, we don't get super particular. If you want to, if you put in the number and you accidentally hit a 0 after it or something, if it was clear your intent, we will respect intent. We're not overly picky about you getting it exactly right in the chat. So that's how we approach that. We have just tonight only a couple of offer ups. Mostly everything is priced just to sell, but we do have a couple of offer ups that'll be a little bit later in the sale. And when there's an offer up, if you have sent in your information or bought from us before, you're welcome to bid on the item, and it just works as any other auction would. Put in the numbers. We're going to go fast tonight, so we're not going to have a ton of time to get your bids in. So bid the number that you really want, and we're going to cut it off and move on. We're going to try as best we can to keep our sale really close to an hour, which means we're cutting a half an hour out of our last two sales. So good luck with that. And here we go. First item is going to be $11. It is a vintage green Indiana glass divided plate. It's a server. It's heavy. It's not flimsy glass. It's beautiful, and it is fairly heavy. It's kind of an olivey, pretty green. I saw the matching compote on eBay for this bowl with a pedestal for $18. So this is only 11. If you want to go on eBay and buy the matching compote, you will have a whole great, beautiful set that you can use at Christmas time on your dinner table. And that can be yours for $11. And it is a number Q. Number Q. Q, $11, Indiana Bowl. It has no chips, no cracks, no errors or flaws, anything like that. It's in beautiful shape. I washed it and scrubbed it, and now it kind of sparkles, and it's a beautiful color. I love this color. Anyway, so it's a divided plate. It has the 3 sections, so you can put olives, and then you can put different olives, and then you can put different olives, or maybe pickles. There you go. Good idea, Carol. So letter Q, $11 for the green Indiana glass plate. Can you please just write Q on the top of that so we don't lose track of what our numbers were? Thank you, my dear. Our second item is a fun one. I first learned about Blue Mountain Pottery from Joni. Joni at Vintagerous. This stuff is made in Canada, and I have fallen in love with it. It's this beautiful, beautiful teal color. If you're not familiar with, you probably are, but Blue Mountain Pottery, it's kind of a drip glaze. And this one particularly, I think, has a beautiful glaze to it. It just drips down, and it's kind of a greenish, tealish color. This is a little duck. He is 5¼ inches tall. You can find this guy on eBay right now for between $10 and $25, and we priced it at the bottom at 10. So if you would like to buy this guy tonight for $10, you can do that by giving us, are you pointing the letter towards me that I'm using? Thanks. The letter D. These blocks get a little confusing because there's different letters on the back. So I just want to make sure we're showing you the right side. Letter D, D as in duck, for $10. The Blue Mountain Pottery. He has no chips, no flaws, no cracks. He is hollow inside, so he's not overly heavy, and he is in great shape, super, super cute, and he's letter D, $10 if you want that guy. I'm going to have to take my headset off because it said it's going to die. So hopefully that does not kill everything. Ah! All right. Still hear me? Can you hear me now? Does that work?
No.
Speakers, headset, Realtek, headset, earphones, Sennheiser. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Hallelujah! That fixed it. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys, my headset died, so I wasn't just sure how to fix that, but here we are. Yeah. You got to tune it down a little bit, Cal, because it's going to have an echo. The next item is going to be this.
Roxanne's.
Ay. All right, so it's going to be another thermos. We did a thermos on the last sale. I bought a whole set of thermoses, so there may be thermoses coming up in these sales. This one, it is a metal thermos. It is the plaid thermos from the brand of Universal. This is not a thermos brand thermos. It's a Universal. See that? So the bottom is plastic. The top has the sort of tan colored top, tan colored lid. It's clean inside, doesn't smell bad. It needs a quick scrub on the outside, which I will do before I mail this to you. But it's going to be $10. It is pretty tall. This is another one of the big ones. It is 13, just a little over 13 inches, 13¼ So consider that if you're thinking about shipping. If you are in Canada or something and shipping is going to be a lot, this is a larger box. So it's not heavy, but it's a larger box. Can I have a letter, please? It's number 10, and it's a letter R. R as in a really cool thermos. So again, you guys, these thermoses, they're glass inside, so they have to be packaged really carefully. But they just make such great things for, especially at Christmas time in the winter. Fill it with hot cocoa. Take it with you on your excursions. And did Chad buy that thing?
Yeah.
Chad bought the last one. Did you get your box yet, Chad, with the thermos? I'm curious how that went. Well, thank you, Chad. Appreciate that. We have a little bit of a linen here. So this is a square doily. It is, it's that stuff. Is it crochet? Is it tatting? I have no idea. Anyway, it's that stuff. And it's green and white, and it's square, and it's about this big, and it's really pretty, and I like it. So it's been washed, so it's got a little scrunched up, but oh, you haven't got your box yet. Yikes. Hopefully it'll get there soon. Depending on how you scrunch this thing out, it's about 23 inches by about 22 or 23 inches. It's pretty square, and it's about 22 inches-ish across. It does have a little spot. It's like somebody's spilled a bit of coffee or something on there. Can you see that? I think you can. It has just a little spot. And you could work at trying to get that out, maybe touch it with a little bleach or a bleach pen. My guess is you could get that out. It has, I mean, the white just has some discoloring here and there because it's older and it's not perfect, you guys. Not perfect. Not perfect, and $8. So it's $8 for this beautiful square doily made by somebody's grandma. Okay. And it's lovely. And it's letter G. $8. Letter G for the good-looking green doily. All right. I'm gonna put a G on that. Okay, that's that. We are moving right along. I love it. Crochet. Mom says it's crochet, so it's crochet. This is going to be small green uranium glass bowl. Where is Book Bewitched tonight? Book Bewitched loves this uranium glass. Hopefully she shows up before we get to the other piece, because there's a piece that I know she is wanting badly. So when you hit it with the black light, it glows. It's quite lovely. It's just a little tiny bowl. You could put your little trinkets and doodads and things in it. It has no chips or cracks. It is old. So, you know, it is, I don't want to say it's not perfect, but, you know, I mean, it's had things in it. It hasn't just sat on a shelf forever. So it kind of, I don't know, like, they're not scratches, but like, see it, you can, well, maybe you can't even see. It's just been used, that's all. And it is anchor hocking. You can see the AH down there in the center. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. It's a little anchor hocking bowl. And this guy is about 5 inches across, just under, not quite 5 inches. And he's $7. If you want to have him and bring him home, $7. It's a little schmooge right there. But I believe that'll wash off because it's scraping off. And it's letter U. U for uranium, little tiny bowl. You should take this home with you. You can put your keys in it. You can put your change in it. You can do anything you want. I'm not particular about how you use your little uranium bowl. But there it is. And it's available for you. $7, letter U. Just put a U. Oh, it's too bright. There. Put a letter U in the chat if you want to take that home. And the next item is, are we going too fast? Maybe we're going too fast. If we're going to get through this, though, we got to go fast. Oh, gracious. I never took the Goodwill sticker off this one. All right, everyone. This one came from the Goodwill because there's a Goodwill sticker right on the back of it. And I will take that off. This is a bank. It's one of those 70s-ish banks, 60s or 70s. I wish I knew exactly what this material is. I have seen it called paper mache, but I mean, it's not paper mache. It's hard, but it's some sort of a composite material. It's not ceramic and it's not chalk, but it's something closer to chalk than to ceramic. It's not wood. Anyway, it's just cute. It's a cute little bank, rainy day savings. It's a little bank. You can see there's, you know, when somebody's putting their coins in it, it chipped the paint just a little bit by the thingy-majig. It's got its little lace there, and it's in great shape. It does have a stopper. It's an old stopper from the 70s or 60s or something, so it's a bit brittle. You can see it has cracked on the top. If you were to take that stopper out, my guess is that it would probably crack. But anyway, it's there. It's there for now. I will scrub the sticky off the back of it before I send it to you, where I just took the sticker off. But there it is. It's a cute little bank. I love these little banks. And it's just about 5 inches tall. My dad, growing up, had a bank made out of the same kind of stuff that was a little green kangaroo. It's a little taller. And it had little swirlies on it. And I'm saying that because my mom's in the chat. She insists that he never had that, but I know for a fact that he had that. So there you go. Anyway, this little shoe is going to be $9. If you want to take it home with you, take a shoe home with you. You should give me the letter A. And there it is. I think this was in one of my very, very first videos. I think this was in a haul video, one of the very, very first videos that I put on my channel. It's letter A. It's $9, rainy day. That's HA, which stands for Hazel. Yeah, Hazel Atlas. Yeah. The little green bowl was Hazel Atlas, exactly. This is a little shoe. It's A. It's 9. A9 shoe. A. There you go. Okay, the next one is going to be $14, and it's going to be this. This is kind of a killer price, actually. These Fenton hobnail. Let's see, it's a Fenton Colonial Olive Green Cracked Egg Planter hobnail. So it's that same beautiful olive green. Actually, it's a little bit different green than the first piece that we had. Where did that piece go? Here. So you can see this is a little brighter green. This is the Fenton olive green is a little olivier, more olivery, yeah. And if you want to stick olives in this, feel free. But you could also stick, you use it as a planter. They technically are called planters. I would feel like the best thing to use these for is to put a little votive candle in.
Hers glows.
Oh, it glows. See, I think I've checked this before and it didn't glow. No, this one doesn't glow. Oh, can't. Oh, you know what? It maybe kind of does glow. Oh my gosh. Claudia, you are so right. It does glow just a little bit. It doesn't have a great glow to it. I've hit this with the light before and didn't think it glowed, but it kind of does. It does definitely have a little uranium in it. So $14 is a killer price. Okay, so for $41, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is the little Fenton hobnail. These are so pretty. I really, really love these. And if you're in a dark room, it glows better. Yeah, I'm sure that's true, Claudia. Anyway, so if you want this guy, you can have him. You can bring him home with you for letter I, and I'll bill you $14 for it. And there you have it. It's in perfect shape. It has no chips, has no cracks, no repairs, not even any flea bites that I noticed. I hope it's perfect because I'm saying it's perfect. I really do believe this one is perfect. So letter I, $14. Claudia has let us know that it does glow. And there it is for $14. Letter I, hobnail. I didn't put the letter on that one. Okay, we are cruising and I love it. Move that guy. This is our next item. I love this so much. It reminds me of those bags that the Avon lady had, but those were kind of a velvety thing, and this is not. It's a canvas, but it's got the green, blue, purple, and orange flowers on it. Everything works. The one thing that is missing on this is on the zipper, there should be a lock latch thing that goes down into this strap. So the zipper should strap into that and lock, and that lock is missing. So the strap is a little bit just there for no reason. And if you wanted to, you could chop that off, or you could find a better zipper that would latch into it. Dee, hello, welcome, Dee. I'm glad you're here. So this is just a little suitcase bag. You can use it as whatever you want. Take it to the beach and fill it up with your beach stuff. It's green inside. It smells just, slightly like it's been sitting on the shelf over here for several months, but it is not musty or crusty or disgusting. It's very nice shape. You can see the bottom there. All the little feet are in place. The zippers work. It has a zipper on the front, which is a little bit weird, but it's got a little pocket there. And then inside, of course, it has the strap to hold your pants down or whatever, and a little pouch there to stick little things in. But this guy is about 16 inches wide and about 10 inches tall. It's cute, cute, cute as a button. I'm going to be asking $35 for this thing. Hi, Roxana. It is, if you go onto eBay, if nobody picks this up right now, we'll run through these again at the end of the sale. Gives you time to go onto eBay and check the prices. You will see that this is one of the more expensive items that I have for sale tonight, but it is a killer price for this item. So it is going to be $35. It is letter B because it is the best thing that we have here. I love this thing. It's a little bit big, so think about that when you're thinking about shipping. But it's light, yeah, but it's big. We're gonna have to find a big box for it. So it's letter B. It's $35. That's on the high end of tonight's sale for sure, but it's worth it. It's worth it. That thing is a beaut. I love it. I love it. I love it. And also, I love it. Look at this. This is the coolest thing. I found this just a while back. Actually, so that bag I found at the Packwood swap meet up in Packwood, Washington. Just in case you're curious where the stuff comes from, that's where that bag came from. And I am so excited to go back there on Labor Day. That if you haven't watched that video, go watch it because it's a cool video. Anyway, this is a little, I'm calling it lucite. It's like plastic. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of plasticky stuff. But it's a retro green plastic scarf hanger. So you can hang all of your beautiful scarves that you have at home on this. And I am going to bet that some people could come up with 1,001 really creative, cool other things that you could do with this. I feel like if you had little Christmas balls, you could hang one Christmas ball in each hole somewhere, and it could be just the coolest display. But I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. It's letter V. V for a scarf. If you would like to put your scarves on this, you should give me the letter V, and then give me $12, and then I'll give you a scarf hanger. There you have it. And it's green. It's it has no cracks. It's that kind of brittly sort of stuff that could crack, and it's not cracked. If you look at the hangery part, it has, just like, not cracks, but like, where it's starting to just sort of get little, somebody bent it or something a little bit. Anyway, it's got some marks, but it's in really great shape. It's perfectly usable. Just, use it gently because it's vintage.
Could hang on it, she says.
Homemade pasta. Yes, make some homemade pasta and then invite me over to eat it. I love that idea. I know that we have in our ranks somebody who loves Raggedy Ann and Andy, but I don't think she's here tonight. I haven't noticed her name pop up. Anyway, this is Raggedy Ann and Andy. It is paper dolls. It's made by Whitman. It's pre-1973, I believe. There's no UPC on it, so I believe it to be pre-1973, but I can't be 100% sure. Anyway, if you open this up, the box is in good shape, so it's nice for display. It does have some tape, so somebody at some point put some tape on it to hold the top to the bottom. It was probably at a Goodwill or something. Who knows? It's, 40 years of life where it's been. But at any rate, today it is in good shape. It's not taped together, but it has tape on it, probably from holding the top onto the bottom. Anyway, here's the Raggedy Ann and the Andy. The Raggedy Ann, you can't, or no, I guess it's the Andy. You can't tell it from looking at him on the front, but he has been bent or folded, sort of, not folded because there's not a crease, but it has been bent. So he's not perfect, but they're darn close to perfect. Auntie Christy, hello. Welcome. Glad you're here. So Raggedy Ann and Andy, they're both there in their underpants, but thank goodness they don't have to stay that way because there's a whole bag of clothes that you can put on them and make them look much more dapper. And I didn't count these to make sure that every single piece is here, but there's a whole stack of them, and you can dress them however you want. Dress them up for Christmas or winter or summer, or any dressing up that you want to do. These, excuse me, these make great displays, you guys. If you do a tiered tray and they could go on the top of that, they have little plastic foot things so that they stand up. And those are both here. And they'll stand up, and then you can dress them up for the occasion or for the season or for whatever you want to dress them up as. So these are little Whitman, Raggedy Ann and Andy's. They're $9, and it's the letter X. X, 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 X. Extra cool Raggedy Ann and Andy for $9. Just put the letter X in the chat if you'd like to take that home with you. And Raggedy Ann and Andy can be yours for display or for play. However you want to use them. The little tiny green item. Oh, those are in the red sale because of their red hair. Yeah, there you go. Okay. This guy's in the green sale because he's green. He is a little art glass seal. Can you see that?
Pink Elephant Parlor is here.
Oh, Pink Elephant Parlor. Hello. Hi, Sam. It's good to see you. Sam always puts on a great sale on Sundays. If you guys don't know her, make sure you go and right now subscribe to the Pink Elephant Parlor and then come back and buy this little seal. So he's just a tiny little green seal. He is about... I mean, if you measure him like long way from his nose to his tail, he is about 4 inches. But if you just are standing him up on the counter, he's like 2.5 inches tall. So he's not very big. He's that big. I'll put him by my head. He's that big. Of course, I have a big head. So anyway, there's some bubbles inside there. There are no chips or cracks or dings or dents, though. His poncle on the bottom is nice and smooth and shiny. And he's just as cute as a button. On screen, you may see his nose, and it may look like, he has a chip on his nose, but it's not a chip on his nose. It's just they did that thing where they pinched the glass to make a nice pointy nose. So that's what that is on his nose. It's just been pinched to make a nose. And he's just cute. There he is. See that? He's cute. Look at him from the front, and he has his little footsies. Look at him from the side, and he's got his little footsies in the front and his little flippers in the back. And there he is. Little eyeballs are just little dents. They squeezed it in to make dents. I love art glass. He's super cute. He's $7. He's a letter E. E. Everybody say it now. Seal for $7. Seal it. Seal the deal for the seal. Seal the $7 deal. Letter E. Letter E. Here's a inexpensive item, but this is fun. If we have any, let's see, what do you call them? People who sew. Sewers? Seamers? I don't want to say seamstress because they can be men or women. People who sew. Or people who like sewing. These are, it's one of those little needle wallets. It has most of the needles in it. This large gold patch in the center, most of those needles are gone. There's 2 left there, but in the rest of them, most of the needles are intact. Has the little needle threader right there. See that? So it's fairly still intact. Most of the needles are there. If you want to sew something, this will help you do it. You have definitely enough needles there to be able to sew. And it has a front and a back that are both the same. The little kittens with the yarn, they are as cute as it gets. This is just a little needle wallet like that. And it will mail just in a regular little mailer. What?
The tailor is for the man.
Tailor or a seamstress. If there's any tailors in the audience or seamstresses in the audience, there we go. For only $9. Is that right? Yeah, $9. You can take this guy home. And with the little cats. So the other thing, you guys, is that these make great display pieces. Obviously, you're probably not going to buy this to use all the needles. It's nice that it's mostly intact. It's not bent. It's not ripped. It's old, so it's not perfect, but it is as close as you're going to get to perfect for something like this. It was made in Japan, and it is in really, really amazingly great shape for its age. It's $9. And what I started to say is if you do a tiered tray or any kind of display, really, maybe you have a sewing room where you do, some nice little display. These are great because it's small and it'll fit right on there, and it's so, so cute. So it's letter O. O. Oh, please take me home, says the cat. For $9, you can do it. Okay, $9, letter O. Cats and needles. Needles and cats. Claudia. See, mine's slower. Carol shows up faster. Thank you, Claudia. Excellent. Goodbye. That's a good one. Let's hit that over there for Claudia. Another cloth piece already. Look at this. We're moving fast, people. This is our 13th item. This is going to be, now once again, crocheted, knitted, sewed together, tailored, seamstressed, I don't know. Anyway, it's this big, not big, it's little. It's like a lap blanket, but it's red, white, and green. It would make a perfect little lap blanket for Christmas time. If you're just in your recliner, you need your legs a little bit of extra warmth. There you go. It's that big. I should have pre-measured this. Did I do that? I did not. That was a fail on my part. So it is about, it's just a little more than a yard wide. And then this direction, it is about 33 inches. So it's about a yard by just under a yard. And it's nice. It's in good shape. I looked it over pretty carefully yesterday. I did not find any spots. It's got no, I'm talking through a blanket. That's probably not working well. I didn't notice any, like where it gets a snag. I didn't notice any snags. I didn't notice any holes. I didn't notice any loose threads. And I didn't notice any spots. Now, I will say, just because I think it's fair for me to say, when I first bought this and I wrote it down in my inventory, I said, it has a spot. But when I was looking at this yesterday and I went inch by inch, I did not find a spot. So I don't think there's a spot. But if you find a spot, let me know and we'll give you your money back. There it is. It's a little lap blanket. It's red, green, and white. The colors are nice and vivid. It's pretty new looking, you guys. I mean, it's been used probably a little bit, but it's not all balled up and yucky and gross. I did wash it, so maybe that's where the spot went. I washed it carefully and laid it out to dry. And so, it has just a tiniest bit of like fuzziness to it, but it really is in very nice, good shape. It is $12. Which is just dirt cheap. $12, and it's letter Y. I guess I shouldn't have chosen so many yellow letters. Anyway, it's letter Y. Why not take home a beautiful red, green, and white lap blanket? You could definitely use this at Christmas time. You could also use it any other time that you want, but it certainly has a Christmassy look to it because of the colors. And it's very nice. It's just little. This would be a good one to throw in your trunk and just have a little extra blanket with you. Because, you kind of should have a blanket with you, especially if you live somewhere cold. It's a good idea. And that was letter Y. Letter Y. Oh, this is going to be an offer up. It starts at $40. This is the other expensive item tonight. I don't know if we have the right people here that want these, but here they are. They are those lucite candlesticks. They've got the gold glitter inside of them. They are the big ones. So they are the tallness of 11.5 inches, just under 12 inches tall. They are in really great shape. They are not dinged up. They are not scratched up. They are not ugly. They are not bent. They are beautiful lucite candlesticks. Now, I don't know what the bottoms are supposed to look like. I don't know if this kind of colored stuff was added to keep them staying in a candlestick. I don't know if that was supposed to be there or not, but it's there. So if you're going to buy these and you're going to put them in a candlestick, you want one that's deep enough that that much of the candle will go down into it. Does that make sense? Because it's got this kind of discoloredness at the bottom. And here's the downside. Full disclosure. These do not have good wicks. This one has a little tiny wick, and this one kind of has no wick at all. So if you want to go down and get a little piece of silver string, you can chop that. You can shove it down in there. That's exactly what these had. Just a bit of kind of sparkly silver string that you can get at any whatchamajig place Joanne Fabrics, Michaels, anything like that, you can put that in. But I wanted to sell them authentic and real. So I did not add new wicks, but you can certainly do that. You're not going to burn them anyway. They're not anything fancy, but there they are. They're the beautiful green. Now, thank you, Claudia. Claudia is at 40. We are starting at 40. This is an offer up. Feel free to jump in and bid up Claudia. But I'm going to tell you that the green color is extremely rare. Extremely rare. I kind of wanted to hold these until I had built up a little bit more audience, because I think I could probably sell these for a lot of money. But I'm happy to give them to Claudia because
she says hers doesn't have wicks.
I think Claudia is awesome. Oh, none of yours have wicks. I have another set and they do have wicks. And this one has a little bit of a wick. You can see it's just been broken off over time there. But anyway, they are lovely. My grandma had these. I think both my grandmas had these, actually, Grandma Baker and Grandma Young. But I remember them at Grandma Young's. They were on some sort of a brass kind of a wall hanging thing. And at the time I thought, oh, those are so hideous. They're just ugly. But now with time, I respect them and appreciate them. There they are. They're green. And it's kind of a, I don't know, sort of an olivey, pretty, it's a pretty green. I like these. I like these a lot. And there they are. So we're going to start counting her down. Claudia's at 40. And if anybody wants in on the business, if there's resellers in the house, $40, you can double your money on these on eBay. I promise you. So Claudia's at 40 and we are going once. Claudia's at 40 and we're going twice. Claudia is sold. Sold to beautiful Claudia. I love that. I'm glad they went to Claudia's house. So we're going to write Claudia 40. There we go. Awesome. Goodbye, Claudia. That is a good one right there. That is a good one. So we're going to go from one lucite item to another. Maybe you are going to get the sense that I really, really, really love lucite. And I do. This resiny stuff, I just love it. These are praying hands. They're red. While I'm just showing these and telling you that they're going to be $10, I will go back and answer somebody's question. We ship from Washington State, so way up in the northwest part of the country, and we're in Auburn, Washington, but your shipping will be coming from the West Coast, so West Coast of the United States. So if you're in Canada, we're just south of BC. All right, so these are like a beautiful red color. I'm glad that the light is shining on them nicely. Up at the top, they're sort of a lighter color. I'm not sure if you can really get that. In person, these are so cool. They're just praying hands. They're that plasticky, resiny stuff. And there's a downside to these. Yeah, caught red-handed, all right. The downside is at the base, you can see they're chipped all the way around the base. It's just chippity, chip, 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 chiroo, all the way around the base. So when you set these down on the counter, I don't think you notice that, and they look really great. If you wanted to, you could saw that off and get rid of the chips, or you could put a little piece of rickrack or cording or something around there and kind of cover up the chips. Or what I would really believe is that you could just leave them alone. They're lovely just as they are. They are.
That's foliage.
What's that?
Add some foliage.
Yeah, add some foliage around there. There you go. I love it. So praying hands, they sit this way. That's how they would be displayed. Oops, I'm going to drop it. That's probably how they got chipped. Somebody doing this and dropping it. Anyway, that's how they sit. They are $10. They are chipped on the bottom, all the way around the edge. Chip, 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 chip. And I have these available on eBay right now for $12.50, but you can get them here on the live sale for $10. Letter K. Okay. Red praying hands. I will measure them. They are about right at the middle finger, the tallest part. They're just under 6 inches. So that's how big they are. And they're letter K. Letter K. Like that. No, the yellow just is hard to see. Letter K, $10. Praying hands, $10. Letter K. There you go. All right. Carol picked these up at the Great Junk Hunt, and they are vintage Rit die boxes. I don't know if we have any people in the house tonight that are collectors of old boxes and that kind of thing. These would be really great in a display, like in your laundry room. If you have a shelf in your laundry room with a couple little cute things, tins and stuff, these Rit die boxes would be great. This one is forest green, and it has no plastic on the outside. This one is called dark green, and it has the plastic all the way around it, but it has been opened on this end. So they do still have some dye in them, but they've been opened. So this one, actually, wait, no, this one does not have dye. This one's just the box. I lied. It's the instructions. It's not dye. You can tell there's something in there. So there's no forest green, just a box. And then the dark green, it does have dye in it. Hear that shaking in there? Anyway, these are back when Rit dye cost you 25 cents for a box. And these are collectible, but I don't know if we have the right collectors in the house tonight. If we do, I forgot to write a price on these. What's the right price, Carol? You bought these. For the two? Okay. So they're $5. Sorry. I meant to check with Carol on that because she's the one who bought these. So I didn't want to sell them for less than what she paid for them. $5 for the two boxes together. You get both. You pay $5 and you have them. They sell on eBay for $8 to $12 a piece. So there you go. You're getting a great deal for $5. The two boxes of Rit dye. One box of Rit dye and one box of air that says Rit dye. And it's letter S. Sorry, I didn't give you a S for sorry. I didn't give you the letter. SSS. Letter S, $5 Rit dye boxes. These are lightweight. They'll be easy to ship. S, $5. Thank you for that. This guy, I'm very happy with this guy. I took him inside today at lunch and I bleached him. I mean, you guys, I am a believer in bleach. I like things clean. I do not like things gross. And I like the smell of bleach, and I love bleach. Bleach is my best friend. So this had some straight bleach inside of him, and now he does not have any of the dirt, grungy yuckiness that was in him earlier today. But there he is. He's just a tiny little planter. He is a little Asian planter. There, you stick your little succulent or whatever in there. He's pulling his little cart. He is green. Has his little green hat, little green jacket, little green pants, and a little green cart. It has no chips or cracks, but you guys, this thing has some age to it, and it is imperfect. So you can see on the bottom, even the bleach, I couldn't get the bottom totally clean, and that's mostly where it sits. But other than that, he has no chips or cracks. His little hat, it looks on screen like it's a chip. It's not. Just the little peak of his hat is white, and it's supposed to be white. It's not chipped off. It's not faded. Nothing like that. It was intended to be white. It was always white. It has pink wheels, green cart, little tiny Asian planter. $7 is the whole price for this guy. He's letter F. Letter F. F, 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 F. He's very fun. Take home the fun planter for $7. Letter F. F for fun. $7 little tiny planter. He is like from front to back about 5 inches. Just little tiny. He's super cute. What? Oh, you want me to not put this over there? Sorry. Okay, has Book Bewitched joined us? Where is that lady? My friend Book Bewitched. I know that she is dying to have one of these. I paid up for it, thinking of Book Bewitched. Anyway, it's a flower frog, and it is uranium glass, and it is very shiny. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's turn that off and that off. Does that help? That doesn't help much, does it? Got the great big window in front of us, so it just is really bright in here. Anyway, it really is, you guys. You'll have to, I guess, take my word for it that it glows up just amazingly. It's very, very beautiful. And it's a flower frog. It is across about 3 inches wide. And it's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 holes. So you can stick your 11 glowing old vintage marbles in there, or you can stick your pens in there. You can stick whatever you want in there. At holiday, at the 4th of July, you could put your flags in there. These are just really, really cool things, these flower frogs. This one is glass. It is very old. It is uranium. It glows. And it has one little flaw, which I did not see when I bought it. I thought it was perfect, and I paid a price as if it was perfect. Unfortunately, it has a little flaw. So right down here, it has just the tiniest little crack. I don't know how to explain that crack, but because it doesn't go very far, it's just like a little crack. So between the hole and the edge, it's like cracked across there. The crack doesn't go up the side. It's just a tiny little crack across the bottom, and it goes up this far. Does that make sense? You don't notice it when it's sitting there. It does not at all appear that it's at risk of like shattering into a million pieces, nothing like that. But anyway, these are rare. These are rare, these uranium flower frogs, and it's pretty cool. So if you don't have a flower frog, now's your chance to get one. This one is $20, which is on the high end for a flower frog, but it's because it's uranium. It's the letter M. It's $20. It's a uranium flower frog. And if you take that, I know that Book Bewitched is going to be sad because I know how badly she wants one of these. And I was thinking of her when I bought it. Anyway, there you go. It's a flower frog. It's $20. It's beautiful. Red tablecloth and napkin. Oh, I got this just this weekend, you guys. If you've watched my latest video, you've seen this. I got it this weekend. It is a beautiful tablecloth. Claudia. That Claudia, she takes all the cool stuff. I love her. This guy's going to be $35. It is available. Well, I'll talk through it in just a minute, but it's 62 by 84. So it's a fairly large tablecloth. And it looks to me like it's never been used, never been washed, never been anything. It is in perfect, beautiful shape. See those, how crisp the flowers are? They're not faded in the least. The red is just as vivid as any red that you've ever seen. Let me change there you go. You'll get a more true color of what the red is. Anyway, it's 62 by 84. It's fairly large. It's a beautiful tablecloth. It's in great shape. You can see the edge stitching is very nicely done. And as if that was not enough, there are not one napkin, not two napkins, but 6 napkins. So the 62 by 84 tablecloth and 6 beautiful napkins, all of them seeming to me to be in perfect shape, never used. I really don't think these were ever used. I found similar comps on eBay for the 6 napkins. Those were available on eBay for $30. And then there was a very worn tablecloth that was a 48 by 54 inch. It was $49 just for the tablecloth, no napkins. So if you bought the tablecloth and the napkins, you would have been at $79. Here you can get it for $35 for a brand new one. And the one that was $49 on eBay was very worn. It had clearly been washed and washed and washed. The red was sort of almost pink, and it was just not as beautiful. These have these gorgeous, gorgeous dogwood flowers, and it's just a beautiful tablecloth. It is letter T, and it's $35. You got it, Claudia. That was the last one. Yeah, so this tablecloth red, it's a beautiful, true red. And then the flowers are kind of a gray and a white. and it is letter T, $35. What did I knock down? Little owl. Okay, here's a kind of a funky thing. I don't know if anybody will be interested in this or not, but here it is. It's a blue ball jar. Now, what is a blue ball jar doing in a red and green sale? Well, it's full of red and green houses from Monopoly. So it's about half full of little Monopoly pieces. This ball jar is based on the way that ball is written, the research that I did. I am not an expert at ball jars, people, not at all. But it was clear this scroll work writing of ball, this version of a ball jar came from 1923 to 1933. That 10-year period in there is when these were made. And she came for the flower frog. Good for you, Claudia. It has the zinc lid. It's in great shape, really, really great shape. There's no chips, no cracks, no scratches, no repairs on the jar. And then it's, half full of old Monopoly pieces or new Monopoly pieces. I don't know how old they are. They're just the plastic ones. They're not wooden ones. They're red and green. There's some houses and some hotels. Anyway, you can have this whole thing for $20. And it's letter P. P for pretty cool ball jar. If there's people who are experts on ball jars in the house or who sell these or collect these, you will want to grab this one quick because it's worth way more than $20. But I knew that the chances of that were going to be unlikely, so I priced it low. Priced her low. This is a little coffee tin. I don't honestly know if it started out its life as a coffee tin or if that's just what it has turned into. But it is a little tin. It is from England. It doesn't say what it used to contain, but it has the Durham Cathedral and Castle after Thomas Girton. That's that picture right there. See that? And it has the Greta Bridge, Yorkshire. That's right there. There's the Greta Bridge. And it has the Pottergate, Lincoln after Peter de Mint. Something. Anyway, those are what the three pictures are on it. It's red. It has gold around on it. It is not perfect inside. It has some tarnishing and some oldness to it. And it contained coffee for a long, long time. But it doesn't contain any now. The lid has the same sort of tarnishing. It's not rust, just sort of kind of tarnished stuff. And then the lid on the top has a handle. The handle also has some, not dings, but like tarnish, kind of rusty looking tarnish. Doesn't feel rusty, but anyway, it looks like rust. The lid fits on nice and tightly so you can put your coffee in this and keep it fresh. It has some dents. So it has a dent there. It has a little dent in the lid. It is not a perfect thing. It is old. It has a dent there and a dent here. So one on each side. And somebody at some point had some masking tape or something on there, and it just hasn't really come off. It doesn't look to me like that is scratched off the paint. It's something over the paint. Anyway, it's just a cheap little $6 tin. Because of all of the things that I pointed out, it's imperfect, and it's $6. It's letter L. If you want it, it's yours, letter L. Oh, lovely tin. It's a lovely tin, and you can have it for $6. This is a piece that I desperately love. It's a Royal Copley. It even says, oh no, it doesn't. Anyway, it's got the, can you see it there? It's got these kind of diamond-shaped things on the bottom, which tell you that it is a Royal Copley. And it's number 214 on the back, stamped there. But it is in perfect shape. This has no chips, no cracks. The iridescence on it, that is not just the light shining. It has an iridescence to it. Now that I'm looking at it, it has just a little tiny, what would have been like a bubble in the ceramic. And so it has turned into a tiny little hole right there. Can you see that? Try and hold it still. Anyway, it's a tiny, like a needlepoint hole. But anyway, other than that, she's in perfect shape. None of her iridescence is worn off. She looks like she's never been used for anything. She is a wall pocket, has a hole there so you can hang her on the wall. or you can just set her on the counter and use her as a planter. She is green, iridescent, she's beautiful, and she is very coy. She's lovely, and I love her. And she is $20. And if you want to take her home, you should give me the letter Z. Woo! You should throw a brick. You should give me the letter Z. Z. See, she's sleeping. And she's snoring. Z, 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 Z. Okay, there you go. Letter Z for the beautiful lady. She's a fairly rare Royal Copley piece. You can find her, but she's fairly rare. And this is a really, really lovely version of it. It's kind of, I don't know, you really can't see the iridescence so well on this camera. But it's, you know, kind of rainbowy looking. She's so pretty. I love her. Swung vase. This is a Viking glass, little swung vase. This is 12¼ inches tall, so this is not a great big swung vase, but it is a beautiful green color, kind of that same green color as that first piece that we looked at. It is a swung vase. See, the top is really pretty. The bottom, you can tell that it is a Viking because of the way that it is. And there it is. It's $20. Viking mini little swung vase. These are pretty with a single flower in them. They're pretty in a grouping like what I have back there on the TV right there. Anyway, really pretty piece. A letter W. Claudia wants it. Claudia. She's taking home the little swung vase for, Claudia, before I let you finish that, let me point this out. I did not notice this, but it has kind of a spot inside. Can you see that? Oh, you probably can't see it. Ugh. How do I get you to see it? I don't know if that's helping. It looks like if you took one of those brush scrubbers and got down in there, you could probably get that off. It looks like kind of like a water spot, like hard water, and there's one on the front and on the back. So confirm if you want that. I had not noticed it until just now, but it is there. So there's little spots there. I'm guessing that they'll scrub right off, but I don't know that because I did not scrub them off.
She said, is it a flaw?
It doesn't look like a flaw. It's on the inside, and it looks like a water spot. I'm not promising you that it's a water spot, but that's what it very, very much looks like to me. Okay. Claudia, if it turns out, well, I'll scrub it before I send it to you. And then if it doesn't scrub off, I'll let you know and we can talk about it. Okay.
It looks like it.
I really do think it'll scrub off. I really, really do. But if it doesn't, I'll email you and you can decide then. I don't want you to have something that isn't what you wanted. This is another piece that I just absolutely love. I paid up for this a little bit, you guys, and I'm going to have to ask $40 for it. It's worth at least a lot more than that. But anyway, there it is. It's a beautiful plaid suitcase with this lucite-looking plastic handle that's clear. Can you see through that? It's kind of a clear plastic. It's about 5 inches tall. 9.5, 8.5, 4, 8.5, 9.5. That's about how big it is. Anyway, it's just this nice little suitcase piece. And inside it's white, like kind of a vinyl-y stuff. It's in good shape, scrubbed up nicely with the bleach. And it's just an empty, beautiful little box. And it is plaid and lovely. So this would be great for display. It could be a riser, stick something else up on top of it. Has the little latch that latches. It does not have a lock. And so there's no key missing because it never had a lock. So there it is. This is like the kind of thing that Mama used to put her hairbrush and her mirror and all of her hairpins and all that stuff in when we went on vacation. This kind of thing. So that's what that is. It's $40. It's number 3. It's letter 3, everybody. It's $40 and it's super, super, super cute. See that beautiful of that plaid? I love this one. I love it. I really do. All right, let's move from an expensive item to just a little guy. This is one of those receipt spikes. And these are great for display also. You can you put a little quote or something on a piece of paper and stick that on there and put it right on your tiered tray like this. Oops. This is kind of a hard little card. But anyway, there you go. And you can do whatever you want with it. For $9, it'll be yours. It's green on the bottom. It is in really great shape. It's metal all the way around. The bottom is metal. The spike is metal. It's all metal. It's very sturdy. It's not bent. It looks like it's in perfect shape. This could have, it looks brand new, but it's old. And it's $9, and it's letter N. N for $9. N for $9. There you go. And I'll just tell you how tall it is. I don't know if people care about this stuff, but it's about 5¼ inches tall. That's about how big it is. I have heard of people who take like squares of green paper and like in incremental, like from larger to smaller, and you stick them on here and you make a little Christmas tree. Do that. Do whatever you want. Do it with the letter N for $9. Wing, there it is. There you have it. Here's a Betty Crocker cookbook. This is the Betty Crocker International Cookbook, and it's red. It's vintage because it's from 1980. It's $6. It's cheap. It looks like it's probably almost never been used. There's no pages bent. Nobody spilled soup in it. Nothing like that. There's a couple of markers in it, like somebody was gonna cook something, but if they did, they were real careful with the book. Anyway, it's in really great shape. The one thing that's not in perfect shape is the dust cover has a little bit of a ding there. Other than that, it's in perfect shape. Yeah, we do. We need more people. So tell your friends. Inside of the back of this book is a little card, Chef Gordon. And I thought, I know a Chef Gordon. Could it be? And no, it's not. So, but it's this little card, and and I'll send this with the book because it's kind of clever. It says, "Dear Gordon, I sure hope this will help you because you need all the help you can get. Love, Barb." P.S. Our fire insurance went up when I told them that you cooked. So cute. Anyway, so you'll get the card along with the book. It's $6, number 4. If you want it, you can have it for number 4. Put in the number 4, you can have it for $6, and there it is. It's just the Betty Crocker cookbook.
Yes, too bad it doesn't have more sevens.
Okay. That's this one. I like this one. Found this at a little estate sale too. So this is Indiana glass again. We've got a lot of Indiana glass tonight. This is the King's Crown pattern. It's just a little pedestal dish. I have never, ever seen it except for looking just like this. They made it in red. They made it in a milk glass. They made just all different colors, but I've always seen it exactly like this. Now, when I was looking it up last night on eBay, what I found is that some of these had lids. I had no idea because I've never seen one with a lid. But apparently, either they made some of them with lids, or originally maybe they all had lids and just a lot of the lids are gone. So I wanted to just disclose that this probably originally had a lid, but it certainly looks just fine without one. You can fill it with all your candies. You can even put a big pillar candle in there, which would look really, really cool. You can do anything you want with it, really. I mean, it's big enough that you could fill it with pickles or something and put it on the table, rises it up just a little bit. You could put crackers in it and your cheese ball next to it. I mean, you could do a million different things with this. It's really, really a pretty thing. This King's Crown pattern is very lovely. I love it. Ah, you have the plates. Nice. Yeah. Oh, and in that color too. Yeah, I really like this piece. It has no chips. It does have little tiny just marks on the glass. And I don't know, if it was just scraped from being used or what. Maybe some of those will scrub off, but it isn't perfect. But it does not have any flea bites or chips or cracks. It's just been used glass. That's all. I mean, it's in pretty darn good shape. Really is. It's let's see. Yeah, most of them don't have lids. Anyway, it's $10. If it had its lid, it would probably be $30. But it's not. It has no lid, and it's 10. If you want it, you're going to have to give us number 8. So it's number 8, $10. Indiana glass, King's Crown pattern, green, beautiful. Take it home. Take it home. It's number 8. Just a few items left, you guys. We're doing good. Cooking with gas. What? Oh, you want it back there. Sorry. You got a fairy lamp. This is a fairy lamp, my friends, and it is a diamond cut pattern. It is made by Indiana Glass, once again. Hey! Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Glad you're here. This is called Angel Light. When it came in its box, the box said Angel Light. That's what they called this. It's made by Indiana Glass, and it is red, and it is diamond cut pattern. The important thing to know, this is not red glass. It is flashed. And so if you look closely here, you can see that there are spots where the red is, has flaked off just a little bit. See that? Can you see that? Carol, can you really tell? Maybe if you look through that way. If you look through this way, can you tell? Yeah, there you go. If you look through that way, you can tell. Do you see that? It's like most things, you guys, that were flashed, the flashing starts to come off. So if you put this thing in the dishwasher, you will be really, really sorry because all of your red will come off and it'll look terrible. Right now, it looks good. It does not look perfect, but it does look good. On the top, there's just a little bit of color loss around the base, which is the part that goes down in here. So you won't see that anyway. There's not a lot of color loss on the part of it that you see. There's not color loss that I'm noticing on the base. But you will want to be a little bit careful about how you scrub this thing, right? If you take a scrub brush to it, you're just going to take all the red off. You have to be a little careful with these. So it's not perfect. I'm disclosing that. It is not perfect, but it is a beautiful little red flashed Indiana glass fairy light. It's 5 inches tall, so it's not huge. It's not one of the real tiny ones though either. And it is an offer up starting at $12. I guess I should have said that a lot earlier, shouldn't I? Anyway, so we're going to offer this up starting at $12. And that $12 start is because of the loss of color, obviously. So if anybody wants this, we'll start it at $12 and you can have it. Somebody had put like a big fat honky candle in it instead of like putting little tea lights. And I got that out. But the flashing is on the outside, so trying to scrape that out didn't hurt anything. That's gone now. Candle's gone. It's a little beautiful fairy light. If nobody wants it, we can move on. But it's an offer up starting at $12. Going once, going twice, and sold to nobody. That's all right. Okay, we've got only 2 big items left. But we have several little $5 throw-ins. So stick around for the $5 throw-ins too. So this is a green vintage large tablecloth. I did not measure this, and I am not tempted to do that. Oh, great. The lawnmower guy is here. So we're going to have some noise in just a minute. Anyway, it's this really pretty green vintage tablecloth. Can you see it? Pretty, right? Several shades of green, white flowers, and you are seeing half of it. It's folded over, so it's that big times 2. That much bigness. I guess I can measure how wide it is. It's the kind of old cloth that it wasn't sewn on the edges. It just is finished on the edges, right? It was woven to be exactly this size. So let's measure how wide it is. Carol, how about that? It is 1 yard and then 23 inches or so. So 36 plus 23. Do the math. Come on, math lady.
59, 60.
It's about 60 inches wide, 59 or 60 inches wide. And so it's that size. It is going to be $15. $15 for the green vintage tablecloth. It's cloth. It's beautiful. It's in good shape. I didn't find any spots on it when I was looking for that, and it's number 5. If you want it, it's number 5. It's $15. It's a great, great buy. You can use it outdoors on your picnic table or whatever for your garden party. It's really a lovely, lovely piece that I really like. And then we have one more lucite piece. Claudia, you are going to have a box so big that I can't find a truck to haul it. This is one more lucite piece. This is a paperweight. I told you I love lucite. I have lots of those lucite like napkin holders and spoon rests. They'll show up in future sales. I pick up. Thank you, Claudia. I just wish we could get a few more people to show up. I don't know. Tonight was a tough night, I guess. At any rate, this guy's going to be $20. It is marked on the back. What is it? W. Rolfe, R-O-L-F-E. That is a known artist who took and made these lucite paper weights and put different flowers inside of it. You don't find very many of them that are green. Most of them are clear. Will you hand me that other one, Carol? I have several of these. See, they're usually clear like that. This one is green, so it's in the green sale tonight. It has a pansy inside. The pansy is somewhat faded, like it's like a yellow pansy or something inside of a green lucite. So it's not overly vivid, and that's why its price is low at $20. These W. Rolfe paperweights can be up to $70 on eBay. You'll find them for a lot more than what I'm selling this one for. It's number one. It's really, really lovely. It's not perfect. It doesn't have like chips or cracks or anything like that, but this lucite stuff gets a little scratched up. So on the bottom, it has smudges and marks and stuff from holding down from weighting down some paper. So it's number one. It's $20, and if you want it, you can have it.
Put your link on for Sunday sale at the Pink Elephant.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. I'm going to do another sale next week, same time, Tuesday at 4:00. So I have kind of taken over Kim's spot just for the summer, while Kim from OM Vintage is taking the summer off. So I kind of stepped into her spot. I'm going an hour later than her, but I'm trying to go also an hour shorter than her. So stepping into her spot just for the summer, just not claiming that spot, but borrowing it. So anyway, this W. Rolfe paperweight is number one. It's $20. I love these. I really do. I pick them up every time I see them. I think that's the last item, right? Is that number 30? Okay, so then we have some $5 throw-ins. So these are each $5. If you want one of them, just put its name in the chat. There are some really cool ones.
So one at 4:00 Eastern time?
Sorry, 4:00 Pacific. So the same time as tonight's sale. So it starts 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Eastern. And same time as tonight. It'll be the same next week. So these items are just going to be $5 each, and if you want them, just put the name in the chat of what it is. This is a little toothpick holder. It's just green. It's shaped like a barrel. It's got some toothpicks in it, and it's green, and it is glass, and it is tiny, and it is like 2 inches tall or so. And where did my thing go? I'm just going to double check. After that other thing glowed, I wanted to make sure. It does not glow. But anyway, there it is. It's a little toothpick holder. It's $5. This little green owl. He's just a little green pressed glass owl. Speaking of Kim, I should just send this to her to thank her for. Hi, Nate. You're joining just at the last second here. So this little tiny owl is $5. There's 13 swizzle sticks in here. So this is just a little bag of swizzles. I pulled out all the red and green ones, and there you go. There's Harrah's in here. Vinny might like that one. Vintage Vinny would probably love that one. There are several Harrah's. There is, gosh, I can't remember. The Casaba New Washington Hotel. That's kind of a cool one. It's this red lady there. Can you see that? There's a key. These keys are from the 70s. Those are pretty cool. There's a little cowboy. I don't know if anybody here collects swizzles, but anyway, there's a football player, rugby maybe. And there's a little
New England.
Hi, everybody. A sale must have just ended or something. People are joining. Anyway, there's a little steer there from, the swizzle is from Vancouver at Purple Steer. Anyway, there's 13 red and green swizzles here. That's $5, and you can have them if you want them. And then the last item on the $5 throw-ins is this, which I freaking love. I found this at an antique store, and I just love it. It's a Helen Cornell nylon hairnet. It's the little paper envelope in which would come a nylon hairnet. It has at some point been folded in half, but it doesn't flop or anything. You could put this right on a tiered tray in your bathroom or wherever it is that you want it, maybe in your dressing room. And you could frame this. You could do whatever you want. I love the graphics on it. Her hair is to die. And she's just as pretty as it could be. And as if that wasn't enough, inside is a hairnet. Anyway, there you go. So it says bob size, extra small mesh, medium brown. So if you would like to go back in time and wear a nylon hairnet from the very early days of hairnets, back when you could buy this at Rexall drug stores for 25 cents, now you can have it for $5. There you go. It's the last of the throw-in items. So let's thanks everybody for joining into the sale tonight. We didn't quite make it down to 1 hour, but we tried. We did the best we could. So we might have to cut it down to like 20 or 25 items or something. But anyway, we'll run through some of the items that didn't sell just in case there's anybody that joined late and would like to see any of those. We'll run through them super fast. Claudia, you're getting the skunk. I'm not even going to draw a name tonight. Your name came up too many times. You're getting the skunk. So you're getting a little stinker. Every night of the items that sold and the people who bought, we will pull a name. And tonight we pulled Claudia. So Claudia, you're getting a little stinker. So you didn't know you needed the first stinker. Now you're getting the second one. You really didn't know you needed that. So we had this little, Carol, I don't know how to do this because I don't have the plate. Are you going to tell me the prices?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so there's this little divided plate, Indiana glass. It's beautiful. What was the pattern on this? Do you remember? Did I mark it? Anyway, it is how many dollars? $11.
Letter Q.
Letter Q. Letter Q for the plate. Divided plate.
Duck.
The little duck. This is a Blue Mountain Pottery duck. Blue Mountain, but he's a green duck. As you know, Blue Mountain Pottery is kind of a teal color. We're calling it green for tonight because it's a red and green sale. This little guy's $10.
Letter D.
Letter D. 10 letter D. You can have him with a letter D. This doily right here is about that size. It's green and white. Has a few discolorations on the white. So full disclosure, you might need to dab it with a bleach pen. But it's really cool. It's pretty. And it is $8.
G.
Letter G. G as in gopher. This little tiny bowl. This is a Hazel Atlas little bowl. It is uranium, so it glows. And it is $7. Letter U. U as in umbrella. Ella. And it's just a little tiny little bowl. It's a good for your change or whatever. It's $7, cheap. It's got no chips or cracks. It's in really great shape. It's beautiful. This little shoe bank has a little ding there and a little ding by where the coins go in. It's that kind of funny composite stuff that was made in the 70s or late 60s. It says rainy day savings. It has its stopper in place. Has its little, you can practice how to tie your shoes, and you can put your coins in there. And it will cost you $9. $9, letter A. A as in awesome shoe. This is a little Fenton hobnail cracked egg planter. Got all the words there. Claudia helped us to take note of the fact that even though this is like an olive green color, which you don't expect, it glows. It doesn't have like amazing bright glowiness, but it definitely glows. And this guy is $14. Letter I. I as in I need that. This guy, I'm shocked this didn't sell, except for it's big and hard to ship. It's $40. $35. And it is a really cool suitcase. It's clean and nice and good. It's not ripped or torn or anything like that. It is these cool colors. It has this little handle on top, and it can drag your laptop around with you everywhere you go. D. And it's letter D. B as in boy. Oh, sorry. B as in boy, baboon, banana. The baboon banana boy. This is a little scarf hanger, and it's green, kind of plasticky, loose-idey stuff. I don't know, plastic. Let's call it plastic. It's green. You hang your scarves on it. You hang anything else you want on it. You make really cool artistic movements with it on screen. And it is $12. Letter V. V as in victory. You will have a great victory if you take that home with you. Raggedy Ann and Andy live in this little box. They are paper dolls. The box is super cute for display. The corners are not torn. It's good. It's cute. Pretty. Red. Raggedy Ann and Andy live inside of here. They are cardboard. And then all of their clothing is in a little bag, and you can put it on them so that they don't have to stand around in their underpants. $9. Letter X. X-rated Raggedy Ann and Andy. Well, Claudia, I appreciate that very much. Appreciate having you here. And if you need a job that pays you a little bit more money, you should look me up. If you're in insurance, I'm looking for a person. I'll pay you the money. Well, my company will pay you the money, and then you can just give it all to me at our sales. I do not have the mailing address for Vintage Uprising Texas. So, Christina, if you can help me with that, I would appreciate that. And that's that Raggedy Ann and Andy. I knew that she would love this, but I don't have her address. She's not bought from me before. So if you have that, I would love to send it to her. I just can't do that. Well, I could use a massage, so just saying. All right, so this is a little art glass seal. It's green. It's sealy. It is little. It's like that size, right? It's just a little guy, and he's $7, and he's glass, and he's in perfect shape. He's got no chips or cracks or dings or dents or anything. He's shiny. He's green. He's a seal. Art. $7. Letter E. E as in estate.
Red and green, white.
I don't know what I was going to say. E as in egg. This blanket? Mm-hmm. This is a little lap blanket. It is red, white, and green, and it is about that size. We measured it earlier, but you missed that part, so now you just have to go with looking at it and seeing the size. It's the bigness of this. It's just the right bigness for your lap. It'll cover up your legs and keep you warm. And it is $12. Letter Y. Why not buy yourself a lap blanket? It's red and green and white. I see no problems with it. I see no spots. I see no snags or rips or anything. Claudia, I've got you. Thank you so much. Have a great night. I will see you next week. Bye. Anyway, this is in great shape. It's letter Y. It's $12. If you want it, you can have it. Resin. Once again, some sort of loose-idey, resiny stuff. This is like a really cool resin. It's sort of red, and it sort of fades to clearer red. I don't know. When you hold it in your hand, you will say to yourself, wow, that's so much prettier than it was on the screen. But anyway, there it is. You guys, it has dings and dents all the way around the edge, around the bottom. It's been bonk, 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 bonk all the way around. It's got tiny little chips all the way around. But it looks fine when it's standing up. It looks super pretty. And there it is. Put it in the window because the light shining through this is amazing. It's $10.
Okay.
Letter K. K. K as in kangaroo. $10. Couple of boxes of RIT dye. One of these is empty. One of them has RIT dye in it. It has been opened. The plastic is unsealed. These are just old RIT dye boxes. They should be considered for display, not for dyeing your clothes. But if you want to try and use it and dye your clothes, be my guest. But I think that they make nice display. These are $5 and letter S. Silly me for not dyeing my pants green. This is a little tiny planter. He is $7. Letter F, and there he is. He's just a little tiny cute planter. He's in perfect shape. He's got no chips, no cracks, no dings, no dents. And inside, he's been bleached, so he's pretty clean. $7, right? Yep. $7 for that. There's a tablecloth. I had a couple tablecloths tonight, and they didn't sell well, so I don't know what we'll do about that. Anyway, this one is a beautiful, beautiful true red. It, to me, seems like it's never, ever been washed, never been used. It is in perfect, impeccable, beautiful, amazing shape. It's red and it has the white and gray. It sort of looks green on screen, but that is a gray color. Very much gray, very gray. Not at all green in person. Let me try a different mode. It still looks sort of green on the screen, but it's gray. It's so red with the dogwoods that are gray and white. It has, I don't remember the size. Do you have the card? It's pretty, yeah, it's written on the card. Anyways, it's big. And then it has 6 table napkins with it. They also look to be unused, perfect shape, beautiful, lovely napkins. I'll hold one of those up. There's 6 of them. Looks like that. And this whole set can be yours for $35, letter T. T as in timeout. Which is where you're going if you don't buy it. There's, is this almost it? Can you hear the lawnmower guy out there? Every week he shows up at a different time. So we move the sale and then he shows up in the middle of it anyway. Anyway, this is an old ball jar from the 20s to 30s. It was 1923 to 1933 is when they made this exact shape and font. It has the zinc lid. It's in perfect shape. No dings, no dents. No, well, I guess there's a little tiny flea bite there, right on the rim. There is a flea bite. It's a little bit rough right there on the rim of the jar. Anyway, it's the beautiful blue ball jar. You're all familiar with how these look. If you are a collector of these things, then you will know a lot more about it. The pink inside is just where I wrote down the year. But anyway, there it is. And it's full of Monopoly red and green houses and motels. It is $20, and it is letter P, $20 for the ball jar. And we are close to wrapping it up. Oh, there's a little coffee tin. It had coffee in it. Somebody that I bought it from used it for coffee. I have no idea what it originally started out as, but anyway, I call it a coffee tin. It's got some dings and dents, so we're selling it for just $6. It's got a nice lid. The lid fits tightly, so you could use it for coffee or something like that. I mean, the lid isn't going to flop off, and it's not going to let bugs in. It is a tight lid. It's a nice little jar, little tin, excuse me. It has, tarnishing on the inside. You see that? And tarnishing on the lid. And tarnishing on the handle. And that's why it's $6. And it is letter L. L, as in, let's take it home. Is that it? Oh, the book? Betty Crocker book? Where'd she go? I don't know where we put her. Oh, it's way in the back. You can grab it. This is just a little Betty Crocker cookbook. It's the International Cookbook. It's from 1980. It's in really great shape other than this little ding on the slipcover, paper, whatever you call that. It's from 1980. It's in really great shape, and it's full of recipes, and you can cook some stuff, and it's $6. And there's a little cute letter inside of it. And if you weren't here to read that, buy it, and you can read it at home. It's number
Well, it's number 4.
Number 4. If you want it, it's number 4. It's $6. So there you have it. And that is the sale. Still at an hour and a half. Unbelievable. We tried so hard. We really, really tried to be at an hour. Anyway, it's been really fun. Thanks you guys so much for showing up tonight and being part of the happy time. Spread the word, because we'd love to have a few more people show up so that we can, actually sell some stuff. That'd be fun. Thanks, Claudia, for all of the stuff that you picked up tonight. And yeah, thanks, Christina. I appreciate that. We try to make sure that we bring things that are a little bit different and a little bit, good quality. And we try not to sell a bunch of weird junk. But we do try to sell some weird stuff. Anyway, thanks so much for everybody. Hope that you have a really, really great night. Hope that you enjoyed yourself with your time that you spent with us here tonight. Thanks for a good day. Go out there and make tomorrow a great day too. Take care.